Right, hello again. I did mention on one of my pages on Facebook the other day about this letter I'd received from Huntingdonshire District Council. I now have said letter here because I did want to have another look at it. I hadn't given it the proper once over before. And what it is, they've sent letters out to, I don't know how many people they sent letters out to, but it's a single person discount review. So I don't know why you bother filling in the form. What was it, March time? February, March? Because they've obviously just decided to do this. I should point out that apparently they've got to find £2.5 million in the next 2 years to hit their budget, which is ironic, being that the district auditor has just illegally signed off for 30 years of trading licence money, which they've stolen. So maybe they should look a bit harder for that. Possibly. Although they weren't really entitled to charge for it, so that might draw attention to them. Right, so Huntingdonshire District Council is committed to keeping council tax to a minimum level. Really? Let me tell you, about 2 years ago, it was about £125 a year if 2 or more people were living in the house. I think it's now 145, so it's gone up 20 quid in 2 years. So I don't know how that's keeping things hot. Now I can do this online, which I will be, but I shall probably also send it back by post just to make sure. So, before I sign this form, I should be aware that supplying false information is fraud. Which is exactly what they've done when they said they can charge for trading licences, of course, but there you go. That's a civil offence. Or it could possibly just because all police are liars. Not sure. So, here we go. Supplying false information is fraud. My discount will be withdrawn if I do not return this form. Now, how is that legal? Honestly. It says down here, thank you for your cooperation in this exercise. Well, apparently I haven't got much of a choice. And you know, this is what I talk about in a lot of the videos. This is about being arrested or fined or whatever for not actually breaking the law, because I can't see any legal requirement to return this form, other than they're desperately scrabbling about trying to justify their bloody jobs, you know. And a chief executive officer on 125 grand a year. Oh hello, where's all the money going? You know what I mean? Any information I provide may be verified using credit reference agency data. So that's supposed to be protected under various laws, I think. Even DVLA, someone can't check my licence without me personally speaking to DVLA and saying, yes, I give permission for this person to check my licence, so driving licence. So again, I got the big baseball bat out there, really. Must always tell the council if my circumstances change. Why? I mean, who the hell did think these people are, you know what I mean? And if they identify that someone else is living here, they may contact them directly. Well, good luck. I'm sure in my case I'd actually invent a person, probably. So, to clarify the questions. Well, there's no one aged 18 or over who also lives at this address except myself. Now, there's a number of people that can be disregarded, apparently, which include full-time students, under 20 in full-time education, student nurse, youth training scheme apprentice, foreign language assistant, non-British spouses of full-time students, some of whom apparently can be prevented from taking employment or from claiming benefits. I suppose that must be if their immigration case is under review or something. Carer for 35 hours a week, severely mentally impaired, in hospital, a care home or a hospice. Oh, well, that's nice of them, isn't it? In prison or on remand. Nothing about serving soldiers, I notice, or sailors or airmen or airwomen, or yeah, which I think is, there's a question in a minute which I think is quite relevant to that. Yes, here, this is it. Is there anyone aged 18 or over who does not live with you for most of the year but has a financial link to this address? There we go. Now that is bedroom tax, I think. So, love 'em. You can blame the Tory government all you want, but all these councils are backing them up to the hilt. In that, if you have a serving son or daughter in the armed forces, and they're in barracks and they're on tour, and they come home for Christmas to their own room, well, your council tax has just gone up. For what, 2 weeks of the year or something? I mean, these people really are quite pathetic. It really is. It's just, it's bully boy, it's fascist, it's Nazi if you like. And as I say, I mean, who the hell do these people think they are? You must tell the council this. You know, you must inform us if you take the dog for a walk. This is the way it's going. I mean, it sounds comical, it sounds silly, but we're getting more and more of this stuff. And, you know, we fill this form in February or March or whenever it is to verify that we're living alone, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I've been here like 7 years or something. So this is the first time I've ever seen this. So where's this come from now? It's just they want to know. This has been going on since the days of Tony Blair, to be honest. And they want to know everything about us. They want a rule for each of us for every little thing we do. I mean, the drivers' regulations for HGVs are just ludicrous now. Absolutely ludicrous. You know, there's a lot of them that don't. They actually contradict each other. There's working time directive and working time regulations, and you know, there's all the taco rules, and you can only drive for this long, and then you've got to stop for this long, and then but if you do this, you can do something else, and this is what it's about, and this is what all the videos are about, to a degree. It's just this endless regulation coming in on top of us, and now I suspect that this will be, you know, an annual thing. So twice a year now we'll have to, you know, tell, and they, you know, the way they're making this out, they can come round at any time, do what they want. They can come in if they. That's the way this stuff is going. I mean, it really is quite incredible. Quite incredible. Not least to try to save money. I mean, how many of these have they sent out, you know, to how many people? How much did the postage cost? How much did the envelopes cost? How much did the staff time in writing, proofreading? It really is quite pathetic. That's all I can say about it. And you know, I'll be doing mine online, and I'll be returning this because it's. I find this quite disgusting. But this is our, you know, this is our local council for you. Supplying false information is fraud. I mean, they've been doing that for 4.5 years, ever since we found out, you know, they weren't actually allowed to charge for trading licences. So. But then, of course, you know, they'll get the police involved. Police will toddle along quite happily with them to arrest you for something that isn't even an offence. We need to scrap these councils. We need to tear them out. That's you know, they were only invented so that the MPs didn't have to take responsibility for anything. As my local MP said when I informed him of all this missing money, not his job. Because there is a frightening amount of things which have been put into actual law that the MPs can't do anything about when the council do things, make decisions. The trading licences, may I add, was not one of them. It's absolutely ridiculous that an MP, Jonathan Ginogly, should not get involved when millions of pounds have gone missing, but there is a frightening amount of stuff that MPs can actually do nothing about legally, as in regard to challenging council decisions. So now we need to rip these councils out. We need to get rid. Anyone in favour of that, say aye. And thank you for watching.